Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie say trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie say trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a...
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. You look at this Niner defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll set up a throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. He's to the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. His first career touchdown. Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. When you look at this Saints defense, they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Operating from the gun. Steele. And this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Steele. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
On first down, Barnett. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Steele. Escaping the pressure right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Saints at 6-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A carry for Greer. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Going to give to Greer here. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. This is Greer, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Etienne is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
There didn't seem to be much resistance there.
Matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That one good for 37 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. It's Barnett, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnett. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Operating from the gun. Steele. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. Throw left outside, complete. That's Spencer. And all the way down to the 35. 48 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a give, right side. It's Greer. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Greer. And he'll take it for the Saints touchdown. In double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And running with power here. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Operating from the gun, Steele. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Steele. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 18. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go. Barnett. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Operating from the gun. Steele. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there, with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Spencer. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll drop the throw. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. steps away to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Greer. And so close, he gets it to the wall. Bounds right there. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Steele. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Steele. Eluding the pressure run. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And the tight end goes in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down. Steele. That is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. On 3rd down, it's Barnett. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2nd and 3. He's got Smith here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll run on first down. Greer. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Greer. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he spins past him and into space. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it off inside. And the Saints took it 3 touchdowns.
This is you don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave them away. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense and continue to score on offense?
A huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Room here to run. And he'll be out right at the 35. 101 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Man, these guys may not win this ballgame, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Steele. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Watch the middle. Watch the middle.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson will pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice judgment to go for it right there. That pick six will be inside.
So really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They
They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Back to throw. Steele. He finds his man. Complete. That's Barnett. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. But this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barnett. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Barnett. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now a second and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnett. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now a give right side. It's Barnett. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? He's got his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch, and it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponent. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnett, and he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. Barnett runs through the contact. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 127 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, it's Barnett. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Steele. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught. Inside the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. Fourth down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second and 11. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Steele. And it'll be intercepted. Sheds off the tackle.
And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior